Welcome back to the Apartment 83 podcast, everybody.
Hello.
This is our Halloween episode. Fingers crossed it goes up tomorrow, which will be the day before Halloween. I brought some goodies. You take one. No, you take one. There you go. All right, everybody. You take one. And then if there's still more left, when you come back, you can share. What's going on, Tommy?
I'm eating Kit Kats. So
he got the message late last night that we were going to do this because I don't know how to read a calendar. And I'm going to open this and then I'm going to be that asshole.
I did it too, man.
Sorry, guys. So
it's the only way to eat the 2 Kit Kats.
Well, like a savage, but also like in the microphone. So his costume are his Jack Skellington socks.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't know if.
Sorry.
Yeah, they're probably in frame there.
I don't want to put.
Well, no, I gotta wipe my hand
on the table.
I'm just wipe my hand on my sweat towel.
Heath bars. I don't know.
How's everybody doing this week? Everybody excited about it's the fall, and everybody likes the fall. And the fall. I'm talking to you like this right now.
Now you're doing the ASMR shit.
I know. I just decided to because it sounds funny to me.
Oh man. Okay, now that we got started, now I'm eating it.
Okay, you go ahead.
I'm gonna do some opening ASMR thing. I can't do it though.
I know we've talked about candy like a shitload, and food and a shitload on this show. But given that it's Halloween, like, what's your favorite stuff? What do you look for when you're going in? You got your when you were a kid, you got your pillowcase or your fucking pumpkin bucket or whatever, and you go into somebody's house and you're don't fall over, bro. We almost lost Tom.
I'm okay.
When you're going around and you see in that big clear bowl that they have, like, what are you aiming for? What's your go-to?
I would have probably grabbed a Kit Kat or a Twix. I don't know, man. That's a hard question.
Kit Kat or Twix? Those are, I mean, clearly. Heath's my fucking shit. I love that stuff. Heath Blizzard with Reese's Peanut Butter Cup in it. So good. Double stuff because I'm fat. That's how you get fat, you know.
Eating Heath bars?
Well, I was going to, you know what? When you say preaching to the choir, it's not exactly the truth because if anyone listens to the show or knows Tom eats this much shit at night, every night, and doesn't gain a fucking ounce, asshole.
This much shit?
All of these candy bars. So, just for reference, I think each of these things, it's about 2 are considered a serving. It's 140 calories.
Mm-hmm.
I read that on the bag after I've eaten half the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if the diet's supposed to be around 2,000, 2,200 calories, at least half of my daily intake's been done within minutes.
You know what I will say? Eating that much candy or junk food in general, I noticed I get fucking freezing when I finish. And I think that's how...
You get cold from eating candy?
I think it's just so much sugar, like, coursing through. Like, I'm just like... I get freezing. It's so weird.
But you're always cold.
Always cold, but I think that's from...
He's wearing a t-shirt and like a flannel and jeans and socks and a fucking knit cap. And he goes, I'm comfortable. And I'm sitting here profusely sweating and trying to hide it while I'm doing my this thing that I do to this. Oh, here's my Halloween costume, by the way.
I was,
like that 6-pack?
Beer.
You like that 6-pack?
Oh, I get it.
I've been working all October for that 6-pack.
You'll get it. I bet you get it by the end of December.
Probably not. But this is what I wore on Saturday for the bar crawl that I worked.
Don't say that.
Don't say what? That I worked a bar crawl?
Probably not.
No, but I did. I was absolutely there.
No, before
I'm
that.
just fucking with you.
But the bar crawl.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But so I worked the bar crawl, and because everybody had to check in at the one restaurant at like 7. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. So we didn't get anybody till about 7. This is gonna suck, guys. Sorry. We didn't get anybody till about like 7:30, almost 8 o'clock, because it's like halfway down the street from us. And one of the first groups that walks in, there's a guy. Swear to you, Tom, 6 foot tall dude dressed in a dick costume. Balls. Huge balls at his feet, shaft, head, and then like a little visor
Was it
thing.
a fan? Did it have a fan?
No. It was just a big dick. And he had like the little visor that he could pull down so we could actually see, and there was like the mesh, and you could put it back up.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh.
I was about to ask you, what fucking
real
Halloween
dick.
costumes did you see? What?
That was, I mean, to start off the night with that too, I'm like, well, it's either this can only go down from here or it can go up. Dude, probably 10 people. No less than 10 people dressed up as Joaquin's Joker.
I was just about to say Joker.
So, and not even
Every time there's a new Batman flick with a Joker, somebody.
I said that to somebody that doesn't work there at another place that I said, hey, there's so many Jokers. Like, oh God, that's like 10 years ago already. I'm like, no, not Heath Ledger's Joker, like the new Joaquin Joker. And they're like, oh, and like there was so much like red lipstick stuck to shit. There was fake blood all over the men's room. There was fake blood all over. There was titty glitter stuck to the floor everywhere.
The fake blood thing on Halloween to me is so funny. Like it's a like when I think about dressing up, I don't know. I just want to throw like a fucking Beetlejuice floral sheet ghost.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Winona Ryder, steel scarves. Winona and a big brown beaver.
I forgot.
Do you remember that the Primus song?
No, somebody's calling me.
Winona and a big brown beaver. Well, she something all the time.
Dude, does this happen to your phone? I'm sorry.
Every once in a while, because I'm getting old. You're not old enough for that yet, Tom.
What?
To have the light turn on?
Yeah.
Just in your pocket? Yeah, that's something that an elder person has happened to them.
What? What the fuck? Really?
All the time. Pato used to walk around with the phone on his ear, and the light would be on. and Alex would be like, Dad, Pato, come here, give me the phone. And he has to turn off his. Oh my God,
that is so fucking
all the time.
funny. This happens all the time. What the shit?
Happened to me once recently, and went, fuck, I really am 40. I really am that old that this shit's turning on all the time.
Why does that happen?
I don't know. Probably because now with the newer phones, it has the haptic response. So like if it presses against your leg enough that it could turn on in your pocket, which isn't likely, but it does happen.
That's an old thing to do.
Once, and I'm sorry, it is. Once, I'm sorry, Mom. We were at one of Paige's last chorus concerts or one of her orchestra performances, her senior year.
Don't mind me.
No, go ahead. Her senior year of high school, and my mom was taking pictures with her phone, and we're like front row, second row, and she just has the light on. She has the flash, like the light where it's just lit the whole time. I'm like, what are you doing? I took the phone from her and I shut it off. I'm like, are you like, what are you doing? No. And she got mad at me. I'm like, no. You don't be that person that distracts everyone else on the stage and in the definitely an old person thing to have happen. So like when that happened to me 2 weeks ago, I'm like, fuck, I really am. I'm at that age where my light on my phone is just going to turn on and I'm not going to know how do I do it?
Well, I'm still learning about the no button thing, so.
No, the no home screen button?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. At first, I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I'm like, oh, this is great. So when I try to use the old phone, I'm like, oh, right, there's still a button on this. And I have to remember the passcode because the thumbprint doesn't work because I turned it on airplane mode. So that gets not super frustrating, but it's like, oh, fuck, stupid. Why did I ever own this phone? Because that was the only thing that existed at the time,
Yeah. The no button thing wasn't even introduced yet.
But there was... with other costumes, there was some dude dressed as Slash that was like pretty decent, and lots of slutty whatevers, slutty nurses, slutty cats. It's I'm a mouse, duh. Like it was a lot of that shit.
A mouse.
That's a scary mouse, bro.
I haven't seen anything. I saw fucking Jokers, like in the beginning of October.
There was like I said, there was a bunch of Jokers. I'm like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to scrub this stuff off these glasses now.
Shit.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
Shit.
And probably there was like some really good costumes with like a lot of thought put into them and stuff, but other than the dick costume, nothing really stood out. The one thing that I do recall specifically though, as we're probably 2.5, 3 hours into the melee, it's 3 people deep at the bar all the way around. And I go to the one corner and I'm making something for this person in front of me. And this girl who's in the corner, who apparently had been waiting too long, goes, I'm Ariana Grande. What the fuck?
Dressed as a mouse.
No. Not only was she not wearing a costume, she didn't even really look like Ariana Grande. She was vaguely Hispanic, this girl. Vaguely Hispanic. She was not... And I looked at her and I went, no, you're not. And everyone around her laughed. And I felt kind of bad, but not really that bad. And then she walked away from the bar.
Aww.
So I was like, no, don't, nah, I
mean, wait your turn. Patience. I should learn that myself.
If you tried by doing a costume similar to something she wore on stage, I might go, okay, maybe. You were just dressed in like a fucking hooded sweatshirt and jeans. You weren't even trying. And so it was extra annoying that you yelled at me. So yes, I called you out in front of like 100 people.
Yeah. Well, Halloween bar crawl, right?
Yeah.
Drunks.
People in this town, man, get fucking belligerent.
Yeah.
We had to call the cops to come and do security around 10:30 because two girls got in a fucking fist fight.
Oh, weird that you say that because I was just telling one of my coworkers last night. I was like, women fight. I was like, wow.
They can and do.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, these two got in a fight, and the one bartender, she's like, "No, you need to get the fuck out of here." And then we ended up calling the cops, but it's like the private security cops, so it's like the off-duty guys. So it's like they're officers, they have weapons, but it's off-duty, so it's like the money's kind of expensive. But I mean, it wasn't for that long, but
yeah,
it was good that we did though, because some other assholes on the patio, and it must have been because all of our glassware is plastic. He took a bottle, probably like a Corona or something, and threw it, like whipped it behind the bar, and it shattered everywhere.
Oh my God.
And I was inside, and I didn't know what was going on. And one of the servers that was with me, he just goes, "I have to go," and he just walks away. But he goes out to the thing, and you see like and he's a bigger dude than me, and he's just like, "You guys need to get out of here, get out." And everyone's like, "Well, whatever, F word, asshole," this kind of thing. He goes, "You know what? You people are classless." And that shut them up. And they were still like, "What? What do you? Oh, all right, maybe we should just go." That's the thing. That's the thing that shuts you up.
Right, dude. There was one time we went to Bennett Beach. I don't know, one of the beaches.
Rockaway Beach.
Some Rockaway Beach. But people started fighting, and they started singing that one song, that USA song.
Proud to be an American.
Yeah.
Jesus
but
Christ.
Nobody understood. Nobody knew what the rest was. Like, they were fighting. Nobody did anything. And then all of a sudden they all started. It was like a bunch of bro dudes. It's like, proud to be an American. And like,
well, at least I know I'm free. And then that's the end. That's all that they know.
That's like, but it was like that
refrain.
Canadian bacon. They just kept singing it over and over again, but they were about to fight. And then broke out in song and the fight ended. I remember just sitting there. It was like right when I met Megan. Like 8 years ago, 9 years ago, or something like that. I just remember being at the beach. That was so weird.
Where was this?
At Bennett Beach.
Like locally here?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know Bennett Beach. Is that like what? Where's that near?
Hamburg, I think.
Okay.
Hamburg.
All right. I don't fucking know. Just some classless assholes. I mean, honestly, it could have gone much worse. You know what I mean? You put that much alcohol into people.
Yeah. Classless, though.
Yeah.
Got him thinking.
I was like, what did you just say? He goes, I said they were classless. And they got really confused and walked away. And I'm like, okay.
Well, it worked.
Whatever solves the problem, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't too bad. I was hoping for more like inventive costumes, but I mean, everyone was pretty good. The one girl was dressed like Catwoman and kept whipping everybody with some kind of like leather riding crop that she had.
Oh, that would probably hurt still.
Yeah. It's like one of the short ones. It's like the little, you see like in a porn that they use, where it's just like, oh, yeah, smack, oh. And you're like, what?
I saw Maleficent.
Didn't she already do that?
Maleficent.
Didn't she already do that movie?
Yeah, there's another one.
Oh, it's like just a sequel?
Yeah,
I got confused.
The Halloween costume.
Right, but I'm saying it was based on that, but didn't another one just come out with her in it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, it must have been a sequel. Anyway.
So what is it, Maleficent?
Maleficent.
Am I saying it?
Maleficent.
Maleficent.
Yeah, Maleficent.
Maleficent.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Repeat after me.
Right, Fred Armesian.
If I can't, Armesian.
Dick Parmesan. There were some good ones. I mean, obviously mine's not super fucking inventive. I'm not
wearing anything.
I refuse to wear any makeup or anything because I sweat like a pig as it is. So
you should wear makeup just to see what happens.
I would sweat it off
The
like,
episode
in like no time.
It's always. Have you seen that D-Day? You haven't seen any of the new episodes yet?
From the new season? No.
Oh man,
not
never
at
mind.
all. No.
I don't want to say anything.
Okay, don't. No spoilers on this shit.
It's fucking hilarious. They have a direct line to my funny bone.
No, that show's fucking phenomenal. But no, I haven't seen that any of that with the. I was hoping somebody would come in dressed like Danny DeVito, like the character Frank did in the one where they tried to make Charlie an artist, and Frank was he had like the Pollocky like white hair with the glasses, and he made up I'm the so and so whatever, and oh my god, it's one, and he buys the air conditioner for like $4,000, $5,000, something ridiculous like that. She goes, that's an air conditioner. He goes, I love it. Aren't we all air conditioners anyway? We breathe in, out air, and then we breathe out hot air. Isn't that what we all are? And she goes, sure, whatever you're willing to do to spend money on this air conditioner.
Oh my god, they're ridiculous.
Oh god, that show's so well written. But I, there was that, and then obviously actual Halloween's in a couple days, and I don't remember if we talked about this or if it's going to be on the one that comes out next week, but Did I ask you on the show, what was the last time you went trick-or-treating? Did we talk about that?
I don't know. Maybe not.
How old were you when you went trick-or-treating the last time?
Dude, I honestly don't know. I don't remember.
Like middle school or... No, we did talk about it. It's actually going to end up coming out next week, but you were trying to remember the name of the neighborhood where you would go to Williamsville and get the big candy bars.
Spalding Lake.
Spalding Lake. That's right. You texted me that.
It's not even like it was such a huge motherfucking neighborhood, you know?
Yeah.
It was just gigantic.
And so it was sheer volume. That's how you won.
Volume, and a lot of the houses had full candy bars.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never had the benefit of that. But I mean, not that I needed it, clearly. That's the cool thing about going trick-or-treating on Thursday with Nick is that he's not allowed to eat that shit.
Where are you guys going?
It's Lakeview, his one grandma's area.
Oh.
So it's just like, it's Hamburg adjacent.
Oh, we're going into our old neighborhood.
Yeah, North Buffalo?
No, Lorna Lane.
Where's that?
On the other side of Ellicott Creek.
Where's that?
Right behind Parker, honestly. So you know that bridge?
Yeah.
You know the convenience store?
Oh, right in not Grand Island, Raintree Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you make a right. Instead of going to the convenience store, you just make this right, and it takes you to this like neighborhood.
Yeah. No, I'm slightly familiar with that. Yeah.
I'm hoping it's like what it used to be, because we're talking about.
It might be. I don't know.
It's not any like it used to be at all. You cannot go fucking trick or treating anymore. There's nobody.
I don't know that that's 100% true. I think the problem is I think I might have talked. I don't remember who I talked to about everything, because all I ever do is talk about shit because I have to have the spotlight on me because I'm an asshole. But I'm talking about like growing up in my neighborhood. My street was built by people my grandparents' age, and they lived there, all the way through till, my next door neighbor, George, has been there since they built the house in the 50s.
Shit.
And he's one of the last holdouts. A lot of them either moved away or died, mostly. But so it's a lot of younger people now, but we were really the only kids on that section of that street for our entire childhood, because my mom and dad ended up moving into the house. But everybody else there was an old holdout who had built the home, from the ground up. So, and then like the streets behind us and the rest of the neighborhood is where all of the kids would live. And so that's where we would go over there, just a couple streets away. But on our street specifically, we didn't get any traffic. And now it's like a lot of younger kids. So I guess my parents said that it's been a little bit higher traffic area than it used to be.
Really?
But yeah.
Last year.
So I would go to different, we would just go to our friends' neighborhoods over like Willow Ridge or, whatever, Sweet Home area. To go over there where all of our friends live, because we were on like the border of the district with the other district, with the Kenmore district. So, but as far as the last time I went, and I think I mentioned this, I don't remember if I mentioned this last time, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I was a senior in high school, and Scott and Steve-O and I went, and I dressed up as Batman.
Yeah.
I mentioned that, right? Mm-hmm.
I do remember talking about this.
So sorry, next week you're going to hear me talk about this again as though I've never talked about it before. But I bought the mask from Spencer's in the full Batman rubber mask, and it was like the Michael Keaton one. It was no bullshit fucking around. It was
cool
like,
one.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was like, I had the high pointy ears, not those little nubby guys, like the high deal. Like made the shirt and the badge and the cape and everything, and wore my steel toes and black sweatpants and the hockey pads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, next week hockey pads. So I'm not wearing hockey pants.
I'm eating a Kit Kat.
Yeah, do it up. But I was 17. But we put work in. Like, we put work in to make the costume. So the guy's like, you're a little old. I'm like, yeah, but I mean, come on.
Fuck you.
And I did this with the cape. They're like, okay. Like, just like,
Fuck you.
Yeah. So, but that was the last time. And I don't think Paige, who has been, I think she said she was maybe 13 the last time she went with her friends. She hasn't been in years. I'm like, why would you not? You could have gone and gotten. I don't really like the candy. I'm just like, Dad. That's the benefit of one of the benefits of being dad is that I get the candy.
I don't believe you, Paige.
No, I believe her 100%. She's not that.
Everybody likes candy.
Oh, the candy thing, yes. The dressing up thing, I think, is the deterrent for her. She's just like not into that kind of shit.
You grow over it.
Tastes really good.
It's all my wrappers.
Kicking this brand new flavor in your ear. Anybody remember Craig
Can you
Mack?
hear me chewing?
No.
Sorry.
At least I can't right now. Just going over my notes because I didn't really have a lot coming in here, unfortunately, because I looked at the calendar yesterday and went, shit, how do we not put out a Halloween episode? Because we didn't last year.
Well,
but
I wish I could remember the last time I went trick-or-treating. I miss it, though. I remember specific times. I remember when I went as the Phantom of the Opera the one year.
Because you eat theater people?
Yes.
Because, he eats theater people. Charlie, he does not do that. No, he lives under the stage and he eats theater people. It's like, he does not do that.
The Phantom of the Opera.
That's from the Halloween episode, I think it's season 5 or 6 from Always Sunny, where Dee is the ostrich. No, it's got to be season 6 because she was pregnant in that season.
Oh my God, that is so funny. I forgot about that shit.
Matt goes into the bathroom to wash the blood off of his hands in like the 3rd or 4th incarnation of the story. And when Dee walks into the bathroom, it's actually an ostrich going...
They hate her. That is so ridiculous.
Dee, I don't care about the milk all over you. Get out of here.
You got to see D-Day.
And you can see Mac just fucking losing it, just trying to hold it together. As there's a real live ostrich behind him.
Yeah. I don't remember it. And then I used to just paint my face. I'm pretty sure I went as Wes Borland one year from Limp Bizkit.
Did you get the black contacts too?
No, I was too scared to put them in my eyes. I don't like contacts and shit like that.
I've never had to wear them, so I never have worn them.
I don't like it. I don't know if I'm ready for this summer or winter, dude.
Definitely not ready for the winter.
No.
Like we are 57 days away. Today is the 28th? 29th. What is today? 29th. Right?
Tuesday the 29th.
We are 57 days away from Christmas.
Wow. It's not even Halloween yet.
I mean, basically, but still.
You kind of pretty much, in your mind,
it's so
replaced all the Halloween decorations with Christmas decorations.
Well, how many things did you see online about people in like Home Depot or Hobby Lobby or whatever? They're just like looking at the Halloween stuff and they go, no, they pan over and then the Christmas shit's already up in full effect.
They're down. It's time. It's the most
wonderful time
also,
of year.
I'm going to announce.
That was not too bad.
Do you think we can remember this? October 29th is Hallowblaze. What did I say? Hallowblaze?
I don't remember. It was in the text and it's on the phone that's not recording my face.
Yeah. Happy Hallowblaze.
I mean, it's probably in your phone in the message you sent to me, which is on the table, so you could look at it.
It's over there, though.
Tom's a little too hollow blazed. It won't recognize my face, man. My eyes are too squinty.
I'm eating a Twix now. Sorry.
What was that I just did? My eyes are too squinty. Oh, it's like a take on Will Ferrell's take on George Bush. W.
Sorry.
Dude, you ever hear the story? Because do you know who Bobby Lee is? The comedian, and he's the Korean guy who was on Mad TV for years and years and years.
Maybe.
He is the show Tiger Belly I told you about. It's the podcast with his girlfriend Kalila. He's a stand-up. He works at the Comedy Store. He's notorious. He was notoriously an alcoholic who did ridiculous shit for years and years and years. So Ari Shaffir, I guess there's a story where Ari Shaffir made him shove a Snickers bar up his ass.
This dude, yeah.
Yeah, you know Bobby Lee. He's done some ridiculous things, apparently. And I guess there's this story he was telling about how Ari Shaffir... Do you know Ari? He's the fourth in the Sober October gang.
Vaguely.
He's the tall, skinny Jew who lives in New York. That's their one friend, and everybody else is in California. He's the guy who he roofied, he mollied Bert. So I guess this is years earlier. He made Bobby Lee shove a Snickers bar up his ass.
Why?
I don't know. He was a bully to him, but I don't know if it was a bet. I can't remember if it was like a bet or something. Because Bobby would do ridiculous shit. Like when he was at Mad TV.
Jeez.
I think he got maybe mad at the president of the company about something, and he and some other cast members were in the office working on something when the guy wasn't there. And Bobby just dropped trow and shit on his desk, I want to say. And the guy comes in and just goes, fucking clean it up, and then leaves. He didn't fire him, no suspension or anything like that. It's just like one of those. I'm like, he doesn't do that stuff anymore, I guess, but he was known for doing ridiculous shit like that.
Well, that's kind of wild. Well, shit.
Yeah. And what made me think of it, honestly, Halloween candy.
Halloween candy, why?
Snickers bar.
Oh,
that's really what made me...
There are no Snickers in there, though.
I know, but I was thinking, because I read Halloween candy on here, and I went, oh, what do I have in here? What are the other ones that are big You know, Milky Way, not a huge fan of Milky
I
Way.
like Milky Way.
I don't fucking, 33% less fat. Who gives a fuck? It's
I don't care about that.
It's like the nougaty caramel
But
dick gay.
Three Musketeers, maybe.
Never mind.
Baby Ruth.
See,
I've been having a hard time finding the Baby Ruths.
Dude, fucking quick side story. A guy who was a couple years ahead of me in high school. I'm not going to say his name, but he was a guy who was a jock, but not completely a jock. He was kind of a slacker too, and he was a shit starter, and he used to get into fights, and just in general, just was he was like a jokey prankster kind of dude who
was from Sweet Home?
who could throw hands. Yeah. So, I think the story goes that he wanted to get out of swimming class, and he was maybe a senior, so he threw a Baby Ruth candy bar, a whole unwrapped Baby Ruth, into the pool.
I don't think...
And then blamed the kid with Down syndrome in his class and said that he shit in the pool.
Dude,
And then they had to drain the whole... Like, do you know what it costs to drain an Olympic-sized swimming pool and then clean it and then refill it? It's in chemical. It's fucking so much money.
Dude, that story still floats around.
Because it's true. I mean, I was just too...
That
I knew the guy.
So wild.
He dated a friend of mine after that, I think, for a little while. Like,
that is
I
like
knew
a
him.
thing. People know about a Baby Ruth specifically.
Yes, yeah,
it's not
because
anything else.
Because it had the little peanuts in it, so it looked like a turd. And he threw this in the fucking... I wasn't in the class, but I was like the period maybe before or two before. And I heard about it like later that day. So he did that, and then there was another time there was a vending machine in like the entry area to the gyms, because that's like where they actually had like all the exhibition stuff too. So and volleyball, basketball, that stuff. So like if you had people coming in who wanted to grab snacks while they sat and watched their kids play ball, there was this vending machine. His bag of chips or something got stuck. He kicks the glass and it shatters, and everyone who's waiting after class just runs over and steals everything out of it. So this is in the same year, I want to say, right?
That is hilarious.
This is in the same year. So he's done these two things. That's just the two things that I can remember specifically. He was playing, I want to say, lacrosse or something, and he managed to sprain his wrist or get an injury of some kind. So he goes to the nurse's office, and the nurse doesn't wrap his wrist before she puts the ice pack on it. So it's just an ice pack straight onto his skin.
Ew.
And when they go to remove it, it actually peels several layers of skin away because it froze his skin. So his parents are like, all right, either we can call this a wash and what he owes you for all the damages, or we can sue the school. And they're like, okay, and he graduates. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, good for him.
I guess so.
That's kind of nasty.
I haven't seen or heard from him since, but...
That pool is now a turf field.
Really? Did
Yeah.
they get rid of the pool altogether?
They got a new pool.
Oh.
And they got... The new pool is crazy.
Because you're 10... Yeah, you're like nine years behind me, I want to say.
Yeah.
So
they filled that shit in, and now it's like a indoor soccer turf.
they filled it in
field.
with spent uranium.
Spent uranium. Yo, what is that over there?
My sweat towel? Dude, have whatever you want. I don't give a shit.
Get them away from me. No, don't take it away. Don't take it away.
It's like an addict. No, man, I got control of this. I got this.
I love chocolate. I don't care what anybody
Dude, I love
says.
chocolate too. I had a feeling, it was going to be a little bit of interest to you. I didn't know it was going to be like, and I don't care that you're eating them. I'm just concerned about your health, but also I guess I don't have to be either, because sugar does nothing to you.
I don't care at this point.
Wait till you're 40 to say that. You still have good years left. Now is when you crush it and make it.
You think?
Yeah, 30 to 40. Look, that's when your body starts to shut down, but when you have a lot of experience in life already. Dude, you've done so much shit with your life, and come on, you started touring at what, 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, at 17 years old, you drop out of high school and start to tour the world with this, what some would say is an incredible band and some would say is not. All I know is that I always liked it, and I got to thank you in the liner notes for the first record, which was your big deal. So that's a big deal for me.
You were part of the years, bro.
It helped me lock down Baby Mama number 2, if I'm not lying. I got the best kid in the world out of the deal, so I feel like I won.
There you go.
But, so I had this, we're getting off the Halloween topic, but it's okay, because I did have this slated for today until I realized what today was. So, as a famous person to a degree, right? Far more recognizable than myself, right? Having toured the world, you have a certain amount of clout, There's definitely pictures of you. I told you I did a project in college where I did this cute song thing, and I just found a whole bunch of pictures of Tom drumming and stuff shirtless, and I'm like, this is weird, but okay. And it was, I enjoyed doing it because like just to see, because I really didn't have a finger on the pulse for how much traction you guys had, how much exposure you had gained, and how popular it had been. So to just Google your name and go, oh shit, there's all these pictures of you, was really cool. So based upon that, would you ever make a mold? Let me try that again.
A mold?
Would you ever make a mold of one of your body parts, your cock, your asshole, whatever, and then sell it? And then if you did, how many do you think you'd sell?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I would do. I don't know if do I have to answer that?
I mean, well, that's not a no.
My foot. Something random.
Tom's feet like this. Oh my god.
Just a nice, good cast of my foot.
Oh my god. That just...
I wouldn't get it cast. I would get it carved out of marble.
Carved out of marble. So it's a one-off.
Yeah.
So you'd only really sell one. Not exactly what I was looking for, but okay.
Numbered at 8.
You'd have 8
made
of
my right foot, and there's gonna be one with one minor detail to it, and it's gonna be like number 5, and it's gonna be the one that people want.
Now, the detail isn't like an imperfection or like an additional toe. Like, what do you mean?
Like, you know how G.I. Joe has like the thumbprint on the inside of his thumb?
No,
You didn't know that? Like a real G.I. Joe has the mark of his thumbnail is on the inside of his hand.
No.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
It's like, and the G.I. Joes that don't have them are like worth like something like that, like stamped G.I. Joes without that mark or whatever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you didn't know that? That's kind of wild.
No, I didn't have any idea about that.
Yeah.
So, all right. So,
But anyways.
no molds. No fuckable molds.
Oh, mold. Oh, you went. I thought you were just
that's
talking
why I
about,
said your cock or your asshole
Oh.
or your mouth. Like, I'm talking specifically like, you letting some dude pound that ain, like but you could sell a ton of them because you have some notoriety.
I don't know. I don't know if we would have like that type
Do you know
of
what I mean?
notoriety.
I just that band was gay, but that drummer though.
I don't know. He eats too much candy. Which, by the way, I'm going to eat a Kit Kat. No, I already had a Kit Kat. I'm not going to eat it anymore. I'm not going to eat it anymore unless you're like, go ahead, man.
I mean, obviously.
Why don't you eat some so I don't feel so bad eating?
Well, what are you going to talk about for the next minute while
I don't know.
I'm not going to open it until you're good to go here.
I'm going to wait for you to start chewing.
No, because I don't want to eat this. I don't want to eat this. Oh, it sounded like a zipper.
That was a good open, though.
It's a very erotic Kit Kat.
Heath, Kit Kat, Twix, and coffee.
Are you really just naming what's on the table?
What's that?
Are you really just naming what's on the table so I can eat this?
Yeah, pretty much.
That sounds good.
That's kind of funny, I know. But yeah, I went to a wedding this weekend. That was super fun.
How many is that this month for you?
2.
Well, it wasn't 3?
No, it was... Well, the dude Mike's, who was in September, maybe? late August, September.
Maybe that was it, yeah.
And then Jeff's wedding, and then my buddy Corey Perla's wedding, who I want on the show.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I want to get people on. I was going to bring him up again. I'd love to have somebody on. And Corey, I haven't seen Corey in years. He used to come to Guitar Center too. But
yeah.
he and Brett used to come in all the time. But yeah, we love whoever wants to come on, man. Just
we got to do it.
Talk about whatever.
But yeah, that was a really cool wedding. I've known them for fucking years. It's kind of crazy how long I've known them. I guess I met them when I was like 4 or 5.
Oh, like that long?
Yeah. And it was just crazy. Just so Brett's a really good best man. Mr. Perla's speech was so awesome. Like, just from it being able to relate throughout the years. But yeah, it was definitely.
Did you drink all of the alcohol again?
I did get sick, but I wasn't sick from drinking though. It was so weird. It's just a wedding, and everybody's like kind of in a rush. I woke up hungry, starving, so like I rushed, I got ready, I took a shower, and she's like, we need to be here at noon. I'm like, I fly there, I rushed so bad, I woke up late, but I rushed so hard that I got there. It was like noon 01. Do you know what I mean? Brett got there. I'm fucking okay, cool. But I was so hungry from like just going so hard, and they had all the nice
hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, I guess
hors d'oeuvres.
The DeBella sandwich.
Oh,
like, they had so I ate like 2 of those.
More like
fast.
a snack platter.
Yeah,
yeah,
and a shitload of chips. Their cousin Eric made some homemade hot sauce, which was fucking awesome. He made it with like, I don't want to give up his recipe.
No, but you can say what kind of pepper.
I don't even know what.
He doesn't know the kind of pepper. Okay,
but it had like, he used some like crazy things to like make it. It was kind of like, yeah, it was really good, but. So I scarfed my face with all that, and then we started taking photos, and I started getting hungry. I was like, let's go get fucking snacks. So we go get snacks. Got some vegan banana muffins, which are really good. You
can do vegan baked goods and have them be really good, I've noticed.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about like vegan cheese and vegan mayonnaise and stuff,
gross.
It's like, get the fuck away from me.
But the vegan banana muffin was really, really good. We scarfed those down, and then all the snacks they had at the wedding, and the steak was really good.
So you just ate yourself sick?
Yeah, and then on top of that, the dude, I felt the bartender was making my drinks a little weak. I normally like my bourbon, but I just didn't feel like getting hammered. So I was like, let me get a couple rum and cokes. But I was just like, so like 3 of them later, and I was like, fuck this, just give me the bourbon. And then I got
so by 3 later, then you're on the bourbon with a full stomach full of meat and cheeses and breads and
popcorn. They had this awesome ass popcorn. They had like Snickers popcorn.
It sounds like my wet dream and my downfall.
It was awesome.
I told you about my one friend's bachelor party where it was just a bunch of dudes at this bar out in the middle of nowhere. And I was with Steve-O, was one of the only few people I knew there. Like, and he's been one of my best friends for years. And so when they start to bring out like the snacky stuff, the huge cheese platter with like all the pepperoni and crackers and stuff.
Yeah.
I just stood next to it with him and talked to him for like 30, 40 minutes and just kept, I probably ate half of it.
I want to have my wedding in October, so it's Halloween based, and it's just going to be
rolling my eyes. Sorry, so many. I want a Halloween based wedding.
No, not Halloween.
I want the cake to be gothic in
orange
theme.
And black.
I want Jack Skellington. By the way, I've never seen the movie.
No, not that type of Halloween. I like the setting of October. I just like the fall and like the fact that it's kind of scary. Yeah, but I want it to be at like a junk food spot. I wanted to have like fucking Paula's Donuts, like just a food all day. And on the thing, it's like, do not eat anything while at your house because it's going to be food everywhere. It's just no steak or chicken. It's either red velvet donut or a fucking deep fried Oreo.
At my one friend's wedding,
is that too gross?
So many of these people are...
Grandma.
You gotta take that?
No, I don't want to take it.
So many of these people are now divorced, but their weddings were fun. They rented out the Trelf, and it was really fucking cool because I hadn't been there since I saw Henry Rollins in 2004, maybe do the spoken word tour, and it was really and that was a cool experience. But separate from that, so they're both musicians, and they played with their respective groups on the stage and stuff, and they had like a live house band, and so that was really neat. But like after there was the hors d'oeuvre appetizer thing, and then there was actually like a dinner, and then after that, because it went kind of long, then they ordered a bunch of, I want to say like chicken finger subs from Stakeout cut into pieces so people could eat that, and then rather than cake for everybody, they got a bunch of Paula's fucking donuts, like a shitload of Paula's donuts. I think they get like the bites,
Paula's.
like Timbits or Dunkin', whatever. Fuck you, whatever the center shit is called.
Yeah,
in a generic sense.
The dots.
Well, you got to brand. I mean, yeah, you brand it with Timbits. That's fine. But
the one day I went in there, it was kind of late. It was like 7:30 at night. I wanted donuts, so I went and got donuts, and I just kind of wanted just two, your chocolate glazed or the chocolate honey glazed, and just one red velvet donut. And there was like 4 red velvet donuts, and I was like sick. And then people in front of me, I won't get too far into getting upset about it, but she ordered all of the red velvet donuts, and I was just like, I just wanted one, and I was about to be like, and then I looked down, and they had hundreds of red velvet donut holes and So it's just like, and
those, you know what? I like that.
I like those.
I'm good with that. That's fine. It's the same thing. It's smaller, so you feel like you're eating less. You obviously don't have to worry about it. It's a rationale thing for people who are my size, bigger,
I would
and
prefer
overeat.
the bits over the donut.
As long as
Same
it gets in my face, I'm good either.
That's why it's a quick.
Yeah, for fucking sure.
Yeah.
Those red velvet. Did you ever look at your shit after you eat one of those though?
Yes.
It's horrifying.
Like,
oh, that red food dye is going to kill us. It's gonna fucking kill us. It's so bad for you.
well, I don't. Thankfully enough, I don't eat donuts, specifically red velvet donuts of that nature. I prefer the chocolate honey glazed, even though it's all roughly the same terribleness for you. But
No, but that
Yeah.
dye is so much worse for you though.
you know what I noticed?
At least
fucks
what we've been
with
told
me
for
the
years.
most.
What's that?
The like Christmas cookies that are like the sugar cookies with like the super like good looking design in the middle of it. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't know how to explain it.
No.
It's like a sugar cookie with like a picture of Santa Claus in the middle of it.
Like a cutout?
It's not a cutout though. It's like a little square, like a little just a normal sugar cookie that like you just throw in a fucking oven really fast. Like,
Oh, you mean like where you
Can't-
just slice it down the tube and then it's like got the silhouette of Santa in it?
Yeah,
Oh,
like-
okay. So it's just like a Pillsbury fucking yeah.
Those like fuck with my stomach the most out of
I
any
feel like there's a
junk
lot of
food.
garbage in those.
Yeah, out
I
of
don't feel like
any
there's
junk
good stuff
food.
in those. Any of those pre-made cookie doughs, I feel like they're sketchy.
Yeah, like the red. This is just. I'm gonna sound like such a weirdo talking about like the shit that I've noticed about food. Double stuffed Oreos taste way different. That it's like a total different cream than the regular Oreos. It's like weird.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
never
the-
noticed that.
The red cream in the Christmas ones makes me fucking sick, but the orange Halloween cream is just doesn't. It tastes like really delicious. I don't know.
Oh, does it? I was gonna say it tastes like nothing.
There's
or-
like different tastes to everything. It's like so weird. I don't like that. That's why I just stick with the candy or the donuts and the ice cream.
yeah, I don't know. With Thanksgiving coming up, I'm thinking pies now.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, and some corn souffle. Is that what that is?
You mean cornbread?
No, it's not cornbread. It's like corn souffle is what it's called. It's so good.
I'm not familiar.
Huh. I'll try and make it.
You just get a little souffle dish. I brought this over for you.
How do I spell souffle?
SOU. Yeah, there you go. Second one down. So
Yeah.
corn pudding, kind of. Yeah, it's just
Ooh, so good.
baked
And
in a big dish.
You like kind of overbake it a little bit, get it a little bit crunchy, crisp. Damn.
So when my mom makes cornbread, she actually puts cream corn in it too. So it actually kind of turns out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
so
not that
good.
dry. Like it's not that dry like Southern style cornbread where you put a bunch of butter on it. It's like really. It's almost wet. It's kind of gross, but it's also
No,
fucking
it's not
delicious.
gross. It's
no,
not
but it's
gross.
also fucking delicious though.
It's like got a mashed potato feel, kind of.
That's the thing that sucks about it's. You know, I'm gonna start dieting next month because this month is this thing. Oh well, it's okay. So
I'm gonna start
it's
dieting
Halloween.
next
All
month.
right. Well,
You
okay.
know
Then
what?
it's
I'm gonna
then it's
start dieting
Thanksgiving,
next
and
month,
then it's Christmas,
okay?
and then it's New Year's, and then you're okay for a minute, and then it's fucking Easter, and then it's the summertime, and then there's always a party, there's always a cookout, there's always a backyard barbecue. And it's like, you know what? Either you have the wherewithal and the restraint and the conditioning and what's the word I'm looking for? I can't. There's another adjective I'm looking for. Or you don't. And I don't. Which is why, before the end of tomorrow, this will be gone. Because Thursday, I get more candy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how the other
So
cookie
you don't mind if I smash it?
crumbles with the what? Yeah, go ahead. I was going for something and I fucking lost it.
Sorry.
Not your fault. I'm exhausted. It was a long work weekend. Very
You know
tired.
it's probably good. A Twix and a Kit Kat together.
And a Heath, and then you put it into a Blizzard.
Ooh, yeah. Also, did I tell you about what I made the other day? Popcorn and pretzels.
Yeah, yeah.
I
The
got more
popcorn
stuff. I got to
Pretzel salt combo dipped Pringle chocolate chip situation. Yeah.
I got to make more of those. I have all the chocolate and pretzels and shit this time. I'm going to do it right.
Got to do it right this time, baby.
Got to do it right. I can't wait to do it.
Did you get the Always Sunny reference?
No.
Lethal Weapon 6? We got to do it right this time, baby.
Oh my
That's
God.
Mac doing Murtaugh.
He's so funny.
Damn.
They're over the top.
It's so fucking good. All right, guys. I have no idea how long this is because it was recording for almost an hour before we started. So I have no idea how long we've gone. So we're just going to wrap it up now. But I'd like to thank everybody again for being fans of the show, your due diligence. We're going to, again, try to be more consistent with releasing. Life gets hard. It gets in the way. You got kids and stuff. Dude, quick side note. Love my kids. Wouldn't change anything for the world. Babies suck. Babies, like having to deal with a baby, they're boring.
Yeah.
Even when it's yours and it's like, oh, you're developing so quickly. But yeah, but just that every day is like, oh, you're adorable, but fuck, are you boring and needy?
Oh my God, wipe your own ass.
What made me think of this is two things. I saw a 6-month-old little boy at one place yesterday, and he was cute, but it was like, oh, you're still a baby. Like Nick's a toddler. He's not self-sufficient by any stretch, but it's like they're more developed. You can talk to them and stuff. They can sort of understand reason a little bit. But with the baby, it's just like 100% dependent upon you. And the newer season of BoJack that's out, I just started watching the other night, and I think it's like the third episode. Princess Caroline, if you follow the story at all, she has adopted a baby, like a baby, from an infant, like newborn, and the whole episode is following her through her day, trying to be this working woman who's a successful person, but also has this baby and has very little help in her life to take care of it. She doesn't have a husband or anything. She was dating a guy. They were going to have a baby together. Some shit didn't work out, whatever. So she's dealing with this. But what they did is throughout the show, as another thing would happen in each scene, they continued to layer in a sound. So it started off like the baby saying something, go crying. And then it was a rattle. And then it was something else. And it layered all these sounds. And by the end of the episode, this cascading layers of sounds that represent this baby constantly needing you and how much of a drain they are in your life. And I'm like, fuck, I'm glad I'm done. I'm glad I'm done. Oh my God. I love my kids and I wouldn't change anything for the world. I love the experience of them being that age and having experienced it, but I don't need to do that again. I'll wait until I'm grandpa if that ever happens. Like that's the next time I want to deal with it because
totally. Yeah.
Sorry. I know we were just about to wrap up. I just that took me down that path. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Safe trick-or-treating. Don't worry. No one's trying to give your kids their pot brownies, especially in places where they're still illegal. That shit's crazy expensive. It's highly more coveted than anything else. They're not going to waste your time giving away their edibles. It's not going to happen. You can follow the show on the Apartment A3 podcast on Apartment A3 Pod on Twitter, Apartment A3 Podcast on Instagram, Nick Too Late on Instagram, Nick Too Late 10 on TikTok,
Tom Falcone on Instagram,
Tom Falcone on Instagram, Tom is Alive on Twitter, and Apartment A3 Podcast on YouTube, and Kit Kats, and wait, what?
Twix.
Tom's eating another candy bar.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, but you know what? It doesn't matter because weight doesn't gain on this fucking kid.
I'm not eating a Kit Kat.
So let me tell you something else. Do we just end the podcast?